Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
A father who tortured his 6-year-old son by forcing him to run excessively on a treadmill turned on the waterworks as he was sentenced to 25 years in jail for the child's death. Corey Michelot died in 2021 following months of beatings and abuse at the hands of his father Christopher Greger, 32. On Friday, Corey's family begged New Jersey Judge Guy P. Ryan to hand down the harshest possible statement for the crime. His mother Brianna Michelot struggled through tears as she pleaded for justice for her son and described the irreparable harm Greger has inflicted. He has no remorse for any of the actions he committed. His own remorse is because he got caught and convicted, Michelot told the court. Everything he had done to Corey was done out of spite to me. Another reason is he is sick in the head and used Corey as his punching bag. He never had an ounce of love for Corey, he was just an inconvenience to his life. I cannot even begin to imagine what my son went through behind closed doors with this man. Greger was facing the prospect of up to 40 years behind bars and sobbed as he listened to Corey's family detail the impact of the loss on their lives. Judge Ryan sentenced him to 20 years for aggravated manslaughter and 5 years for his child endangerment charge, to be served consecutively. He stated that it was not legally sustainable to hand down the maximum sentences, which would likely be overturned on appeal if given. During the emotional hearing, Corey's mom described being haunted by the memory of dropping her son off at Greger's home for the final time. Despite what he did, Corey still loved him, Michelot sobbed before addressing Greger directly. He looked up to you, she added. He still wanted him to feel like a real father. Instead of being a good role model to Corey, he decided to beat him to death. I hate you, I will never forgive you. I will never have my son back. My family will never feel whole again. My daughter will never get to meet my brother. You took my whole world away. Greger was convicted from a 4-week trial in which jurors were shown surveillance footage showing him increasing the speed and incline on a treadmill, causing Corey to fall several times. The little boy died weeks later, and Greger's legal team insists he died of infection despite medical experts' findings that he suffered blunt force trauma. I never wanted to see that video, Michelot sobbed as she recalled having to sit through the clip as part of the trial. The jury rejected a murder charge, but instead convicted him on a lesser charge of aggravated manslaughter, which comes with 10 to 30 years behind bars. Greger had originally only been charged with child endangerment in relation to the surveillance video. It wasn't until almost a year after his son died that he was formally charged with murder after the medical examiner initially ruled the death to be undetermined. According to the Ashbury Park Press, the autopsy report was later amended and listed the death as a homicide. Defense attorney Mario Gallucci had argued that he died of natural causes, specifically a rapidly spreading infection, and previously asserted that he came down with pneumonia. But his allegations draw a stark contrast to the testimony of a forensic pathologist who spoke on the 5th day of the trial. According to Dr. Thomas Andrew, Corey died from blunt impact injury of the chest and abdomen with laceration of the heart. Andrew testified that the manner of death was homicide. On the morning of April 2, 2021, Michelot dropped Corey off at Greger's home. It would be the last time she saw her son alive. The woman told police she last heard from Greger that afternoon, when told her that he was taking Corey to the hospital but didn't mention which one. The little boy had complained of nausea and shortness of breath, according to a probable cause affidavit. He suffered seizures soon after arriving at Southern Ocean Medical Center and died an hour later. Surveillance footage captured nurses and a doctor appearing to comfort Greger as he collapsed in a chair outside his son's hospital room. But he left 27 minutes before Corey died, a fact which was noted by the prosecution, before fleeing and being picked up by police in Alcoa, Tennessee, 2 days after Corey's death. He was a little boy who deserved protection from his father, not abuse, Judge Ryan sighed.